Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I've come on to make one of my quick cards in my 100 quick cards series. I've no idea which number is going to be which, so I'm just filming them and then I'll sort out the scheduling of. So today I have out this beautiful, beautiful Regal Winter Designer Series paper, and this is a bit that's, I've got bits left here that I'm not using, so let me just let you have a very quick look at this. I only have a quarter share of it because I did do a paper share. Look at how lush this is. It is just, look at that. Night and navy is a predominant colour there, my favourite colour. Now, and I'll be using this, a bit of this sheet today. I'm just popping it away. This is in the new mini catalogue, the winter mini catalogue, and it is called Regal Winter. There is a stamp set that is in the same suite as this, but you know, I just use things as I feel. I've also got out Wildflower designs. I've put a couple of these on stamp blocks, because I've kind of planned out, because this is going to be a quick and easy card, not quick, easy card. Sorry. Right, so I'm trying to use my dies a bit more, because I know that I'm a bit, you know, stamp happy, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, I have bought these dies, so let's justify buying, using them, but let's justify buying them by using them. So again, I kind of set this wee task, target, or goal or whatever, to try and sneak Night of Navy in every card in this 100 series. I don't know if I'll manage it, but I just thought it would be a bit of fun to have a bit of Night of Navy in every one. But at the moment, I think the first few cards is all about Night of Navy, but never mind. So I've used some of the dies from this Wildflower designs, and I've cut some that designer series paper, and I've got Night of Navy, and I'm going to use a sentiment and one of the stamps. I'm not sure, I'm just going to stick, I think, probably. We'll see what it looks like once we're done. And of course, do you know what? I might as well use Night of Navy ink, because as you know, it's my fave. It's my fave. Now this is a very, very simple card. But first of all, I want it to be portrait, because that's the way I cut the paper now. That's the direction of the paper. If you probably could do this landscape, this card, but... And I'm simply going to pop this across the middle. You would be able to have a bigger sentiment if you used it landscape, but I'm using it portrait. And then I'm just going to ink up, I love the font on that, I'm just going to ink up this large flower stamp and just add a bit of stamping around. Not rocket science. So as I say, these are easy cards. And that's the stamping, unless you want to write something inside. You know, you can... But you can write in there, or you can stamp in there. Could just quickly decorate it, and I'm not going to get another stamp out. We'll just quickly use this. So we could just stamp the flower in the corner, and we can do the same up in this corner. Why not? Just make sure you've inked it properly, Janice. Just stamp. And then pivot it and so it just gives you a bit of depth, and we'll just leave it at that. I've still got room to write something inside. So I'll close the ink and then we'll talk about the construction of the card. So the die cut pieces, so this die, I hadn't actually used them before, so I hadn't really worked out what they do. But so this die cuts these two pieces, which you can either use together or separately, because it's got a cutting edge there and then it's got the scallop, and I think that is quite pretty. And then I use this one to cut the piece of basic white to stamp on, and it also has dies to cut out the flower shapes as well. So we've got all of that. Now this card is designed so that we can see both sides of the designer series paper in the card. So that's all Night of Navy. So at this time I am going to make this be the inside, but I think that for me the direction of the paper is, I think it's pretty much non-directional. So right, let's just make this card up. So what I forgot to say was, this is 13 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, and I've scored it at 2.5 centimetres. So just having a little flap. Now if you use US measurements, just have the card your normal height, and then just a little bit extra here. So you could actually just make your normal card base and then just chop a bit off, if that works better in your head. So let's find some glue that works. Let's see. This one feels like it might. So I'm hopeful that I will get to 100 cards, and they should be coming out to you on a daily basis. Didn't do that very straight, Janice, did you? And you need it to be straight. Ooh. Right, so what I'm going to do now is decide what way up that paper. Oh gosh, I can't decide. It needs to sit over the top of that white, and if that's squint, well, that's squint. I need to put some glue here on this bit. Hold this bit. It is easy, but you just need to think about it. I'm going to go with the fact that I was a bit squint with my white layer, but that's okay. This is exactly the same size as that white layer. So hold this firmly there, and then fold that over, and that grabs that. So inside we're all Night of Navy. On the outside, pardon me, I'm going to use this side of the designer series paper and pop that pattern piece there, which gives me quite a nice rich. I love this paper. I love it's Regal. So why? Because it's so rich, I decided to make the sentiment part, you know, just one colour, because there's so many colours in here. And again, line that up with the paper. So even if it's slightly squint, it still looks that your eye makes the connections for you. And then we'll just make this bit up. There we go. And then, so what I'm thinking is, I think I'm just going to put that all, I wonder, would I glue, no, I'm put it all on with dimensionals, I think. So I'm going to put that in there, like that. And then use my dimensionals to hold it together. You could put the whole thing up with dimensionals, but again, I'm trying to keep this easy, remember, so let's use up some of these bits of sheets of dimensionals here. Oops. So I'm just using the dimensionals to hold it all together as a one layer. I'll just stick that one in there somewhere, and then and because this is like just foam, you can manoeuvre it a wee bit, just like I did there. Might just get another couple. I don't want it coming apart. Do you think this is overkill? I don't know. I'm doing it anyway. I don't want it to come apart, and I'm using the foam tape to hold it all. I mean, you could glue one flat and then you could have this bit up higher. I just, for me, that just is enough, because if I'm going to pop it in the post, I could have done it that way. It would have fitted. I don't know, just in my head, but it gives you options. Yeah, so I'm nearly done. So thank you for following this series. I really appreciate you all. Please leave me some positive feedback, comments, and yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And all the products that I'm demonstrating are available on my online shop on JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. And all my links are down below in the description box, so if you want to get in touch with me, my email's down there, etc. So please make use of that. I just take that sheet away. I'm using that for rough work. And there you go. Now again, like a card I had yesterday, this doesn't want to stay closed, but I'll just pop, I just fold a bit of washi tape over on itself. Pop, it's just because I'm going to have to photograph this anyway, so pop that, and that will just hold it closed long enough to be able to photograph it. Once it's in its envelope, of course, it will stay closed. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'm rather pleased with how that one turned out. So, and I hope you are too. Take care, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.